Hello everybody, my name's Laura and I'm the editor of two families magazines, North Yorkshire and Newcastle Gateshead, and I'm here to tell you all about my experience of being a lockdown parent, which, big sigh, has certainly been one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do. In terms of my family setup, I normally work from home. On the families magazines, I'm really lucky that job and allows me to be flexible, work from home, still be around for the kids. I've got two boys. The youngest Theo is 6 and my oldest Ethan is 9. And I also do some tutoring, English tutoring, because in a past life I used to work in a secondary school, and my teaching degree is in English. My husband hasn't always, but currently works from home. So I suppose you could say that we were used to it, except it just doesn't work like that, does it? Because the boys, throw them into the mix, homeschooling, the juggling act, as you all know, was intense. My husband's work actually increased significantly, so from about 8:45 in the morning until sometimes 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, and he's been working some Saturdays as well. He's actually just been in the home office on loads of meetings, which leaves me to homeschool, try and do my work as much as I can, tutor on evenings. I still continued that, and I do that over Teams and Facebook, FaceTime and things like that as well. Look after the boys. We have a dog as well, our pet dog Lottie. I've tried really hard in lockdown to keep up with exercise. So when we were allowed for a significant period of time to go out and have one piece of exercise a day, I would have to amalgamate walking the dog, doing my exercise, which is usually running or cycling, and getting the kids out into the fresh air. So I did all of those things all at once, which proved quite testing, but it meant that we were all out getting the fresh air. And I think we were lucky that lockdown weather wasn't too bad in the main. The real highs have been just simply spending time as a family. And although I used to schedule what we were going to eat week by week and then do a shopping list and go to the shops, lockdown has definitely turned me into a proper scheduler for food, trying out new recipes. I'm cooking all sorts. I go to the shops once a week, barely do any top-ups. I also gave up on supermarket veg because it's just not very good, high quality, and I go to the greengrocers and it's absolutely delicious. So there's quite a few highs, but definitely spending the time with the family as not, I want to say quality time, like we didn't have quality time before. Of course we did, but we've just got through it together. And my youngest is back in school now, he's in year 1. And the first day he went back, I literally felt lost. Don't get me wrong, the next day I was going whoop whoop because it was just like, oh my goodness, this is what life used to be like. But I was lost because we've just lived in each other's pockets for so long. The worst thing was having to be everything. Having to be a mum, having to be a wife, having to be a magazine editor, having to be a tutor, having to be a dog walker, having to be a teacher of boys that are in completely different years and doing completely different things. One who's quite independent but needs support with difficult work. The other that, quite frankly, sit down and do some writing or reading. Well, I may as well have asked him to chop his arm off or something along those lines. So juggling that has just been intense. In terms of tips and advice, lockdown is easing, but the thing that has got me through is ultimately when days are bad, really try and focus on tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow is a new day. And if everything is getting you down, if there's just too much just stop and don't do it. For example, the homeschooling. Your kids are still going to do well in life just because they don't do homeschooling and do the activities for a few days, a week, a few weeks. It really isn't the end of the world. You've got to do what is right for you as a mum or as a dad. And don't be afraid of putting yourself first, because then a happy mum, happy dad means happy family and happy kids. So I hope that while watching this video has given you a little bit of an insight into what life has been like and helped you to realise that everybody else feels the pain that you might have felt, and also just the ideas of keep on going. We will get there. We will absolutely get there, and we'll be a lot stronger coming out of it. Bye for now.